You set your alarm early, you pack your lunch, you drive the older car, you skip the vacation. You opened a Roth IRA when your friends didn't even know what that meant. You automated your investments. You built your emergency fund from scratch. And yet here you are, checking your bank account at 11 p.m. with that quiet feeling in your chest. Not panic, not disaster, just this low, persistent whisper saying you should be further along by now. You did everything right, so why does it still feel like you're behind? The answer isn't motivation. It isn't discipline. It isn't that you're doing something wrong. There are 5 specific reasons this happens to people who are genuinely trying. And once you see them clearly, something in your chest is going to release. Let's get into it. Reason 1. Inflation quietly stole your progress. You saved $10,000 last year. That's real. That happened. But here's what also happened while you were saving. Housing in your city went up 7%. Groceries climbed 5%. Your rent renewed higher. Your car insurance went up. In real purchasing power terms, you moved forward significantly less than your balance suggests. Think about this. In 2015, $100,000 felt like genuine security, real options, a solid down payment. That same $100,000 today covers less house, less security, fewer choices. Your number went up. Your actual position didn't move as much as you believed. You are not imagining the feeling of running and not moving. The ground really is shifting beneath you, but you are still winning. Just slowly enough that it doesn't feel like winning yet. Reason 2. Comparison is destroying your benchmark. Every day you open your phone and see someone your age buying a house, retiring early, hitting $1 million at 29, and your brain doesn't register these people as rare exceptions. It registers them as the standard you're failing to meet. But here's the truth that never makes it onto anyone's social media. The average person under 35 has a net worth of around $14,000. If you have more than that, you are ahead of the actual average, not behind it. The algorithm never shows you average, it shows you exceptional, and you are judging your entire behind-the-scenes life against everyone else's highlight reel. Stop measuring yourself against a finish line designed to make you feel inadequate. Reason 3. The goalpost keeps moving and you never notice. Remember when $1,000 felt like real safety? Then it became $5,000, then $10,000, then 3 months of expenses, then 6. Every time you hit the goal, instead of feeling satisfaction, you just quietly move the line forward. This is called hedonic adaptation. Your brain adapts to new conditions almost immediately and returns to its baseline level of satisfaction, regardless of what you achieve. You think hitting 100,000 will feel like a rival. It feels like Tuesday. Then you want 200,000. The goalpost always moves. That is guaranteed. So here is one exercise that actually works. Once a year, go back and look at exactly where you were 3 years ago. Your net worth, your savings, your options. For most people doing the right things, that comparison is genuinely emotional. Not because of how far they still have to go, but because of how far they actually came without ever noticing. Reason 4. Your income is not keeping pace with the real cost of life. In 1980, the average home cost roughly 3 times the average household income. Today, that ratio is closer to 7 or 8 times. Healthcare costs have risen at 4 times the rate of general inflation over 2 decades. Childcare in many states costs more than college tuition. Student loan balances have tripled in 15 years. You are not doing it wrong. You are doing it right inside a system that has gotten significantly harder. The resistance is real. Stop blaming yourself for feeling like you are running hard and moving slowly, because in very real ways, the ground itself is moving against you. This also means saving harder on a fixed income is no longer enough for most people. Growing your income through skills, career leverage, or side income has become less optional than it used to be. Not because you failed, because the rules changed and nobody announced it. Reason 5. You are measuring the completely wrong thing. You are measuring financial progress by how you feel, and feelings are an almost completely useless indicator of real progress in the early stages of building wealth. Feelings respond to drama, to sudden visible wins. Compound interest is none of those things. It is slow, invisible, and completely undramatic until suddenly it isn't. The right measurement is not how you feel on a Tuesday night. It is whether your system is still running. Is money moving automatically into the right accounts this month? Yes? Then you are winning. Even when the balance seems small, even when your friends seem further ahead, the system is running, and that is the only metric that matters right now. Now let me show you what is really happening underneath the surface, because once you see this clearly, something will genuinely shift for you. In the early years, you put in $500 a month. The account grows mostly from what you are adding. The returns exist, but they are small because the base is still small. This phase feels like filling a bathtub with a teaspoon. Every month you add more. The level rises slightly, but it does not feel like momentum yet. Then around year 7, something quiet starts to happen. Your returns begin matching your contributions. You are putting in $500 a month, and the account is also growing by $400 or $500 on its own just from existing. You now have 2 engines running instead of 1, and you barely notice it happening. By year 12, The returns have completely overtaken your contributions. The money already invested is doing more work than the new money you are adding. The account grows faster than your deposits alone can explain. Here are the real numbers. Someone investing $400 a month from age 25 at 8% average annual returns has $29,000 at 30, $73,000 at 35. Still feels modest after 10 years of real sacrifice. But then, $144,000 at 40, $260,000 at 45, $450,000 at 50, over $1,200,000 at 60. From $400 a month, the last 10 years added more than all the previous years combined. The growth does not get slightly bigger, it becomes explosive. You are in the teaspoon phase right now, and the teaspoon phase is not a problem. It is a prerequisite. Nobody skips it. The only difference between people who reach the momentum phase and people who do not is what they chose to do during the years when nothing felt like it was working. So what do you actually do with all of this? 3 things, starting today. 1. Stop measuring by feeling, measure by system. One question only. Is money moving automatically into the right accounts this month? If yes, you are winning. The feeling is irrelevant. Feelings lie. Systems do not. Remove emotion from the measurement entirely and trust the process you already built. 2. Change your comparison pool immediately. Stop comparing yourself to people online. Stop comparing yourself to outliers. Compare yourself only to your past self exactly 3 years ago. Write down your net worth today, your savings today, your monthly investment amount today. Then try to remember what those numbers looked like 3 years ago. For most people, this exercise is genuinely surprising. 3 years of invisible progress looks like almost nothing month to month. It looks like everything when you see it all at once. That momentum is real, it will continue, but only if you stay in the game. 3. Protect the boring middle like your life depends on it. Because your financial life actually does. The boring middle is where fortunes are built and quietly abandoned. Not in dramatic moments, in the ordinary, unremarkable months when it would be very easy to skip one investment, to lifestyle inflate slightly after a raise, to stop tracking because ignoring the numbers feels less stressful than facing them. These small invisible abandonments are the real enemy. Not market crashes, not bad luck. The slow erosion of consistency when nothing feels like it is working and discipline feels completely pointless. Every single month you stay consistent in the boring middle is a month your future self will look back on with genuine gratitude. You are not behind. You are in the middle. And the middle is supposed to feel exactly like this. Slow, invisible, uncertain, exhausting in that quiet way nobody around you seems to understand. But you now know something most people never figure out until it is far too late. Feeling behind while doing everything right is not a warning sign. It is a confirmation sign. It means you are actually in the game, doing the boring, invisible work that compounds silently for years until one day it does not feel silent anymore. Keep the system running. Compare only to who you were 3 years ago. Protect the boring middle without apology. Your future self is already grateful.